Okay, so the Diddy situation, where do we even start with this mess? It's like every day there's some new crazy detail coming out, some new lawsuit, some new leaked phone call. It's honestly hard to keep track. But let's try to piece together some of the bigger stuff that's been happening because it's a wild ride. First off, Diddy's in jail, right? Or at least he was in jail. He's facing some seriously heavy charges, racketeering, sex trafficking, all that horrible stuff. And the feds are coming down hard. But here's where it gets weird. Remember that thing about him being rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night? That was bizarre. They're saying it was for an MRI on his knee because apparently he had a bunch of knee surgeries back in the day. But come on, you really think they're pulling Diddy out of jail at 1 a.m. for a bad knee? It sounds fishy as hell. Some people are saying that hospital visit was connected to Jay-Z somehow. Yeah, Jay-Z. Because right after Diddy's little midnight medical excursion, a case against Jay-Z got dismissed. A civil case where he and Diddy were being accused of something nasty. I don't want to get into the specifics, but it involved both of them denied it, obviously. But the timing of the dismissal is just sus. Did Diddy pull some strings from the hospital? Did he make a call? Did he, I don't know, bribe someone? It's all speculation at this point, but the dots are definitely there to be connected. And the fact that they let him leave jail in the middle of the night when they knew he was allegedly trying to contact witnesses? That's insane. The guy is a flight risk, allegedly a danger to the community, and they give him a free pass to go get his knee checked out? I'm not buying it. Then there's this leaked phone call. Supposedly, it's Diddy talking to his son, and they're using all these weird code words, like he tells his son to get rid of all the pizza boxes. And apparently, in certain circles, pizza is code for, kids. Gross. He also mentions recycling plastic, and nobody seems to know what that means. Honestly, it sounds like something out of a bad spy movie. But the fact that this call even exists, if it's real, is pretty damning. He also allegedly talks about someone named Jay, which people are assuming is Jay-Z. He's saying that a lot of people are being quiet, people who should be on his side, and that he's going to have the last laugh. And then he says, don't forget about the list. What list? Who's on it? What's going to happen to them? It's all so cryptic and shady, and it's not just this one call. Apparently, Diddy was using other inmates' phone calls to three-way people and then get in touch with witnesses. The DA even said that's why he shouldn't get bail. The DA, by the way, who suddenly resigned in the middle of this whole thing. Another red flag, right? Why would you quit during the biggest case of your career? Unless you were told to, or maybe you saw something you didn't like, or maybe you got a better offer, who knows? But it definitely raises some eyebrows. The whole thing feels like a house of cards about to collapse, and who knows who's gonna get taken down with it, and then you have all these other people getting dragged into, like Mayor Adams. He gave Diddy the key to the city, even though there was an investigation going on. What's up with that? Was he trying to make Diddy look good, like, hey, he's a pillar of the community? Or was there something else going on? Because now Adams is getting indicted himself. It's like everyone around Diddy is just collapsed. It's bad enough to be friends with him, but to be really close to him, you might as well just paint a target on your back. And it's not just the criminal stuff. Diddy lost a $100 million lawsuit recently. Some guy in Michigan said Diddy drugged and sexually assaulted him back in the 90 seconds. And Diddy didn't even bother to show up in court. So the judge was like, okay, you owe him $100 million. Ouch. Then there's this documentary that NBC put out. It's got all these people coming forward, his former assistant, friends, employees, all saying they saw Diddy doing some seriously messed up stuff. Like his assistant claimed Diddy forced him to prove his loyalty by, doing stuff. At these parties, they called Wild King Nights. It sounds like some kind of weird sex cult thing. And Diddy's response? He's suing NBC for $100 million, saying it's all lies and they're just trying to make money off his name. But come on, if all this other stuff is true, is anyone really going to believe him? The craziest thing is they're saying they have tapes, freak off tapes, and they're going to play them in court. Can you imagine being on that jury? Having to sit there and watch hours of Diddy's alleged shenanigans? It's going to be a circus. And they're going to make the victims watch too. Talk about traumatized. Even Tupac's ex-girlfriend is getting in on this. She said she knows women who were raped by Diddy. One of them, she says, was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, walked in on something she shouldn't have, and Diddy allegedly drugged her and assaulted her as payback. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And through all of this, there are still people defending him. I don't get it. How can you see all this stuff coming out and still stand by this guy? What does he have on them? Are they just afraid of him, or are they just as messed up as he is? Now, Diddy's saying it's all because he's black, that he's being targeted because people are jealous of his success. And his lawyers are trying to get the charges dropped, saying it's all racially motivated, but I don't know about that. I mean, sure, racism exists, but is that really what's going on here? Or is he just trying to play the race card to get out of trouble in the prison he's being held in? Apparently, it's a nightmare. Maggot-infested food, violence, drug smuggling. Some people are saying he's in danger because of the charges against inmates who are accused of child-related crimes don't exactly have a good reputation in prison. So he's trying to get moved to a safer unit. But still, it's not exactly a 5-star hotel, you know? And get this, they raided that prison. Yeah, the feds went in there supposedly looking into the terrible conditions, the drug smuggling, all the violence. But some people are saying the timing is kind of sus. Like, were they really just worried about the inmates, or were they looking for something else? Maybe evidence related to Diddy. Maybe they thought he was still running things from inside. I wouldn't put it past him, honestly. This former inmate, Larry Levine, he was on TV talking about how Diddy could get shanked the first chance anyone gets. He's saying Diddy's a white-collar guy mixed in with violent criminals, and that's a recipe for disaster. Apparently, you can just take some bars of soap, put them in a sock, and bam, you've got a weapon. Sounds pretty brutal, right? But Levine also said Diddy's probably safe where he is, in some kind of special unit, because there's no way they're gonna let him mingle with the general population. And he's also saying Diddy's not getting bail, no matter how much money he throws at it. Apparently, Diddy wants to go to some cushy jail in New Jersey, but that's not happening. They'd have to transport him back and forth all the time with like a whole convoy of US Marshals. Too much hassle. So Diddy's basically stuck where he is, and his life is, well, screwed. You know, it's crazy how fast things can change. 1 minute you're P. Diddy, living the high life, throwing lavish parties, surrounded by celebrity. The next minute you're sitting in a jail cell, eating maggot-infested food, and facing the possibility of spending the rest of your life behind bars. It's like karma's a bitch. Right? And all these people who used to be so eager to be seen with him, they're all running for the hills now. Nobody wants to be associated with him. It's like he's radioactive, which honestly he probably is at this point. But the thing is, even with all the evidence piling up, even with all the lawsuits and accusations, there's still a part of me that wonders if we're getting the whole story. Are there other powerful people involved that we don't know about? Is there a bigger conspiracy at play? Or is Diddy just a really bad guy who finally got caught? I mean, this whole thing is like a movie, right? You've got the powerful music mogul, the secret parties, the alleged sex trafficking, the corrupt politicians, the leaked phone calls, the prison raid. It's got everything, and it's not over yet. There's still the trial to come. And who knows what other secrets are going to come out before then. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Will Diddy go down for good? Will other people get exposed? Will the truth finally come out? Or will he somehow manage to wiggle his way out of this mess like he always has before? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is one story that's going to keep us all on the edge of our seats.